The latest situation about the probable cyclone is this, that in the meanwhile the low pressure has been converted to a depression, and currently it is located almost 1300 kilometer southeast of Puri, moving in a northwesterly direction. By 10th it will be a cyclone, and then it is expected that the cyclone will recurve towards northeast while it is in the sea, and it will move parallel to the Odisha coast. So as per the estimation of IMD as well as that of JTWC, we don't expect it to make a landfall in South Odisha coast or in North Andhra Pradesh. Possibly it will move parallel to the Odisha coast, but at what distance it is still not clear. But preliminary estimation suggests that the impact of the cyclone in terms of wind will not be much in the Odisha coast. And regarding rainfall, on 10th we are expecting rainfall in 3 districts, Gajapati, Ganjam and Puri. And on 11th we are expecting rainfall in Ganjam, Khordha, Puri, Cuttack and Jagatsinghpur districts. Any further development so far as path is concerned, whether it will move closer to the coast or away from the coast, we will be able to update it tomorrow. But the sea would be certainly disturbed, and therefore the fisher folks should not be in the sea, and accordingly the state government has allotted the fisheries department and the collectors to bring back all our fisher folks who are in sea back to the shore before tomorrow morning. And from tomorrow morning onwards, no fisher folk will be allowed to enter into the sea. So things are going on quite smoothly. We have also allotted Indian Coast Guard and Indian Navy to assist us in case some fisher folks are still in the sea. They will guide them to come back to the shore. So as we have seen in the past, we can account for every single fisher folk and their boat by tomorrow noon. That is what we are expecting. The rest of the things, the farmers' advisory for summer rain and other things have already been issued, and the field officers of agriculture department, they are moving from villages to villages and advising the farmers to take appropriate steps for the harvested crop, to be harvested crop and the standing crops in the field. And rest of the things, we are not lowering our guards. Our preparations still stand. Our ODRAF, NDRF and fire service entire force is on standby, and as per the situation we will move them at very short notice. And the district administration are all ready. They have finalized the list of shelters, the list of officers who would be in charge of the shelters, and other arrangements as will be required. Further pregnant women are being identified. So our standard SOP, the drill, that is continuing and that will continue. We are not lowering the guard. We are not now closing the operation. And maybe tomorrow is 8th. By 9th we will take a final call as to whether we will deploy forces, where to deploy, in what group, what formation. All those decisions we will take possibly tomorrow evening or day after tomorrow, after we get further clarity on the path of the cyclone and the intensity.
Any evacuation?
No, we are prepared for evacuation. As of now, certainly there is no reason why we should start evacuation right now. And as per the present forecast of the IMD, possibly we may not require evacuation. But then we are not dropping our evacuation plan. We are prepared. Our shelters are getting ready. Officers are being briefed. And Gram Panchayats and block and other lower level officers are allotted. They are kept on readiness. In case we require evacuation, collectors have been authorized to start evacuation. When the moment we say yes, evacuation is required, they would immediately start the evacuation process. And the number, we are not giving any target. It would be as per the requirements of the situation in the field.
Sir, is there any chance of waterlogging in city area?
See, there will be some rainfall. Natural, there was since a cyclonic situation would be there, one should expect some rainfall. And IMD also has forecasted medium to heavy rainfall in certain places. So one, in a summer cyclone, one should not expect much of flooding, but in low-lying area there can be temporary waterlogging, and the local administration, the district collectors, the municipal administration, urban administration, all are ready with adequate dewatering pumps. The local fire service stations have the ability to assist the administration in dewatering of water. So we are all prepared to meet any eventual situation. In case there will be local flooding, that will also be handled by the administration very comfortably.
Sir, is there any chance of landfall in last month?
Landfall?
Landfall in last month?
Oh, landfall in last month. You see, this is a natural phenomenon, so I would not say that things may not change. But then all the models as of now are pointing to a recurvature and pointing to the path passing parallel to the Odisha coast. Only thing, distance at which the path will pass, that is not yet determined. But otherwise, if you compare the JTWC track and the IMD track, you will find the JTWC track is suggesting it will move little farther from the Odisha coast. So maybe if something very different, natural thing happens in the sea, the course may change. Otherwise, models don't, as of now, don't forecast that. So unless there is something very different natural phenomenon taking place, we don't expect that there will be too much of change from the path.